So hello students, today I will discuss the conditions of necessary for germination. So like your photosynthesis, some of the basic conditions are needed for the germination purpose. So first of all, that is your water, and second is oxygen, and third the favorable temperature. So water is needed so that the seed can swell up and burst open. See, very easy. It is also needed for the stored food to be made soluble to feed the embryo, and oxygen is required for the respiration purpose, and the temperature is also needed for the growth. So water is needed for the seed can easily swell up, and the second is oxygen needed for the respiration, and the third, that is your temperature, is also needed. Without temperature, germination is not takes place. In dark room, the germination will not place. Without oxygen, not place, and without water, germination will not process or occur. So there is the two type of germination is there, that is one is your apical germination, another is the hypogeel germinations. So basically germination is the process during which the seed actually starts absorbing water and the stored food material is used up by the embryo, the seed thus begins to the germinate. Okay. So in case of germination, there is the two germination processes there. One is the apical germination, another is your hypogeel germination. So this is the example of apical germination. See, so whereas the radicle, so this is the part of the radicle, and this radical part, whenever in the upward movement, or you can say that in the cotyledons are pushed above through the soil. So whenever the cotyledons, so this is the cotyledons, so these cotyledons are pushed above through the soil. So this is actually your apical germinations. This is your apical germination. So apical germination is bean seed, means the monocotyledon system, or you can say monocot system has shows this kind of property. So in case of apical germination, so in this type of germination, the cotyledons are pushed above through the soil, and the cotyledons become the green and form the first leaves. And apical germination is seen many of the dicots like bean, cluster, sunflower, and the cottons. Okay, so this is the example of the apical germination is found in the dicot system, not monocot system. Okay, so this is the example of dicot. So beans is the example of dicot or monocot, dicot system. There is a two cotyledon is there. So when this cotyledon pushed above through the soil, that is actually is your apical germination. Whenever this cotyledon in the downward side, that time actually is your hypogeel germination. Then hypogeel germination I will discuss later on. So first of all, in germination in bean seed, how to is occur? See, in case of bean seed, the germination actually starts with the uptake of water, means absorb the water. As a result, the sheet coat bursts and the radicals comes out. It grows downwards. So whenever they are contain the sheet buds, after the they are take the water, and after that this will burst, and after that the coat burst and radical comes out and it grows the downwards. So whenever the downwards, so actually in case of germination takes place in case of where? In case of apical germination. So this is followed by the elongation in the region of the plumule, and the seed comes out of the soil, and the plumule emerges between the two cotyledons. So this the plumule actually emerged out, and actually figure is not described something like that. And when the plumule is from two green leaves, okay, those two green leaves is there, and see, this is the seed, and after that this radicle at plumule is there is only one, I think, part is seen, only the radical part. And see, this is the radical part, it develop the shoot system, and suddenly, and this sheet goes to the above the soil, and this radical is long enough, and the shoot roots is developed, and after that suddenly here some shoot is developed, and this is for, and whenever the shoot is formed, and after some days, and this shoot is transformed into the leaves, and this process actually is your germination process. And whenever this radical actually tells like that, whenever this radical goes up, or you can say that the above part of the soil actually is your apical germination. But in case of hypogeel germination, in this type of germination, the cotyledons remains below in the soil. So your figure will something say like that. So this is the example of monocot system. In case of monocot, example of maize sheet. See, this radicle is not developed into the shoot system. It is okay, but this is the part is not goes to above the soil. This is again and again below the soil, and this type of germination actually is called your hypogeel germination. Hypogeel means or into the soil, and an apical means above the soil. Okay, so this is the whole process of hypogeal germination. In case of germination in maize seed, the seed absorbs the water and soils, and the radicals comes out of the seed, and the plumule comes out from forming the leaves. Actually, see students, plumule and radical. Plumule actually basically develops the shoot system, remember, and radical actually develops into the root. So in case of particularly in very beginning, suppose that if you taken one seed and that time there is no any kind of plumule and then there is no any kind of root, they are completely merged. Whenever they are taken off the water, they are taken by the using of oxygen air, by the in the presence of suitable temperature, and after that the two part will there. One is the plumule part and another is your radical part. And after that this radical part develop into the shoot, and after that the plumule part that is actually develop into the shoot. So radical develop into the root and plumule develop into the shoot. So there is the radical and plumule is merged, and whenever the first is radical comes out, this is part radical, and after this radical is come, and after the suddenly the shoot part, that is your plumule is comes out. So and the two part is there, that is your radical part, this is your plumule part. So like your radical part, this is your radical part, this is your plumule part. So basically the plumule part they develop into the shoot, and the radical part develop into the roots. Okay, so this the cotyledons remains below in the ground. So cotyledons below in the ground, that time is called hypogeal germination. Whenever the cotyledon goes to the means above the soil, that time is actually your apical germination. So hypo means towards the soil and epi means above the soil. Okay, so this is all about your chapter, that is reproduction in plants. So my suggestions, you go through the whole video and as well as the whole chapter, and details study you have to do. You have to have studied the details, and after that test yourself part, that is exercise, and I will discuss also this part. So hopefully you will study well. And okay, and as well as you have to repeatedly you have to do one thing also. Whenever you have to do this study this chapter, and that time using by a pencil, and you have mark the important points. Okay, and important points you have to mark it, and 1 times, 2 times, 3 times you have to revised it, and try to understood what actually says in this particular concept. So you have focus on the concept part, and I think you will learn very easily. So if once you have the study the first germination part, and after the see the diagram, see the figure, and see where is your root, where is your shoot. So shoot, whenever the shoot is there, that time your radical. Whenever your root is there, that time is your radical. And what is actually germination? Germination, that means the transformations of the seed to the young plant, baby plant, that is actually germinations. And germinations like a one kind of reproductions. Okay, in case of plant, this is the plant reproductions, and in like your animal or your animal reproductions. Okay, so reproduction is two types, animals and plants. So in case of plant, that is the process of reproductions. Okay, and in case of animal, that will I will discuss in class 7 I think. Okay, thank you.